You are using AI, so you were supposed to be working less, but you're working more and more. And the reason is that most people use AI to feel progress instead of creating progress. AI will give you very fast understanding, but understanding is not the same thing as execution. And when you confuse these two, you end up with more plans, more mental clutter, more unfinished intentions, and longer workdays. The last time AI gave you a strategy or a routine, did your behavior actually change? I'm not asking whether the answer was an intelligent, smart one. I'm asking whether your day was transformed because of it. Real learning has one proof: your behavior changed. If the answer stayed in your head for just a couple of days and then it disappeared, if your calendar stayed the same, if your routines are the same, if your week repeated itself, you experienced the illusion of learning. And AI just made that illusion really cheap, fast, personalized, and unlimited. And once you see this very clearly, you can stop using AI as a source of a mental comfort and actually use it as a tool for execution. Your brain treats understanding like progress, even if nothing actually changed in your life. Most people believe that when they understand a problem, see a problem more clearly, they already started solving it, but that is false. You ask AI for a better morning routine, and then you read the answer. Something clicks. The problem feels now that is more manageable, more organized, but your next morning is basically the same. Your calendar didn't change, your behavior did not change. And the relief of understanding and the relief of execution, they feel inside pretty similar. In real life, they're completely different events. And that is why this trap is so dangerous. AI can create a perfect workout plan for you with sets and reps, progressive overload, recovery, everything you need, but you need to lift the weights. It can generate a smart meal plan, but you have to stop eating the snacks that are sabotaging you. You understand? Reading a plan is not the same thing as doing the plan. Your brain gives you a small emotional reward just for seeing the answer. AI becomes a machine for fake progress. It gives you the emotional experience of movement without the physical evidence of movement. You gotta do the thing. Once understanding feels like progress, you keep returning for more prompts, more frameworks, more versions, more refinement. So your hours expand and your results do not. So if understanding is not enough, why do we keep repeating this cycle? You see, every plan you do not execute teaches your brain to distrust you. Your brain notices when you say you will do something, it notices also what you actually do, and it compares these two things. Every time you ask AI for a plan and you fail to carry it out, you create a small fracture. The perfect morning routine that just lasted a couple of days, the system that you understood, but you never installed, the calendar you designed and then you ignored. Each one of these becomes evidence. And after enough repetitions, there's a voice appearing saying, yeah, we both know how this ends. That voice is not your identity. It is basically accumulated evidence your brain learned from your own pattern that your intentions are cheap. And more information doesn't fix that. It deepens it. Because now you're failing to act on advice that was clear and very personalized more than ever before. The solution is not, therefore, to have a better plan. The solution is a smaller number of promises that you actually can get fulfilled. So if you want to build this kind of execution, the strength for execution, you can visit the link arata.se/done. How do you stop using AI as a comfort machine and start using it as an execution tool? That's the main question. You must fill your week with rocks before you put sand. Imagine the bucket, right? That represents your week. If you put sand inside of this bucket first, there will be no room to put rocks. But if you place the big rocks first, the sand can fit around. The rocks are the few actions that really move things forward. The proposal that will create more revenue, the presentation that will change your position in your company, the workout that protects your health, that difficult conversation that you've been avoiding. Now, the sand is everything else. There are small, reactive, endless activities. Messages, email, random meetings, low value browsing, minor requests that just multiply every single day. Most people will fill their week with sand first, and then they have no time for what really matters because they didn't protect the space that really matters. So our installation takes 5 minutes. Sunday night, you're going to be choosing 3 rocks. Only 3, not 10 priorities. If you have 10 priorities, nothing is a priority. Okay? So you will actually put priority to each of these rocks. Each rock will have a space in your calendar. You block time and put the real name. Don't say, oh, this is a block of time for my deep work. No, you say, I will put 90 minutes to write my proposal. I will do my presentation. Thursday from 9 to 10:30, that's the moment I'm going to have that difficult conversation. A goal without a calendar block is just an idea. The rule that will give this method force is that you're going to be blocking the best minutes of your calendar. No email, no messages. Just put your phone away, just use your concentration and do what you really have to be doing. This is where you're going to be moving forward with your important work. And this is where AI becomes useful in the right way. Not as a source for you to be planning something very complicated. It's for you to install your plan. You're going to be asking AI to break that rock into smaller steps. Like to draft that proposal, you have to do that presentation, have the talking points for your conversation. You're going to be using AI to execute that rock. But it's not to be postponing your decision. Even a good week can collapse if you never stop to learn from it. You must review the week so the same failure does not keep repeating. So, Friday, you go 10 minutes, open your calendar, ask yourself 3 questions. Which rocks were completed? For the ones that were not completed, at what exact moment did they break? What one change can you do next week so that break doesn't happen again? A week does not fail by magic. It fails at a very specific point. The block was too late in your day. The task was too large. Your phone was nearby. Your morning got hijacked by other people. The rock was not actually a rock. It was like 5 rocks hiding inside the one. You have to understand what was your breaking point. And once you name it, then you can repair your system. You can paste your week into the AI and ask, hey, what happened here? Why did my plan break? How would you redesign these blocks so I can actually complete them? That is very useful. But the key is not understanding the review. The key here is to change your behavior. Change your next week. That's how AI will be valuable to you to promote change in your behavior. AI is a trap when it just gives you information, explanations. So stop listening passively and do something, because this is how you're going to execute. You must install your first rock right now. Open your calendar right now, not later, right now. What is one result that would make your week really matter? That is your first rock. Find a morning block, at least 90 minutes, create an event, give a name to that, protect it, schedule also your second rock, your third rock, and then create a recurring 10-minute Friday event for your weekly review. You see, just a few minutes ago, your most important work had no protected place in your calendar. Now it does. It has a name, and that's how you can protect it. Let me know in the comments 2 things. You can write done after you do this in your calendar when you schedule it, and then write what that rock is, because public commitment will make your avoidance more difficult. The moment you name your task, the task becomes more real. And if you have not seen these two different types of episodes that I've been doing in this series, you can take a look at our arata.se channel and see how this connects to other two episodes I've been publishing on Wednesdays. AI is not making you work longer hours because it is inefficient. AI is making you work longer hours because it makes understanding feel like progress. And that's where many people get confused. They save time on one task, and then that time is used to create more plans, more options, more mental activity, and more broken promises. So you actually don't implement things. So what did you learn here today in our time together? A plan has no value until it actually changes your behavior. The only way to rebuild trust in yourself is to actually have promises that you can fulfill. That's why you have to put your week with your important rocks first. Protect 90 minutes of your day. That's where you're going to be doing the activities. And then at the weekly review, you see what broke and why, and that's how you can fix it if necessary. You're going to be using AI to draft. You're going to be using AI to break your activity into smaller parts, to remove friction, and to execute the work that AI can do. The person who feels more productive because of AI is the person who is not actually changing. You have to make changes in your behavior to actually use the power of AI. And you can visit the link arata.se/Don to get some special news that I'm going to be bringing to you soon.